And welcome back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. And it's that sinking feeling again, the inevitability. After a really good performance the previous weekend, you think that, we finally turned a corner and things are going to start to look up. But once again, hurtling back down to earth. And yeah, there's a lot to dissect out of that, but I think the overall take was just, once again, players just not good enough. I just don't think we showed enough. I think Southampton players showed they wanted it a lot more than we did, which, given the fact that they don't really have that much to play for this season, whereas we've still got everything to play for, it is a bit concerning. I'd probably say I think Lampard got it wrong. I think I can understand exactly why he went with the same team that, as I mentioned before, played so well against Leeds at the weekend. But I think I probably would have started with a free man in midfield. I think we matched them. They were playing a similar system to us, but I think we kind of got overrun in the midfield a little bit, and that was plain to see straight from the off. And didn't help that Alan had one of the poorest games I think he's ever had for us. Didn't seem to be able to string a pass together, and obviously got an early booking and looked pretty rattled, which is never good, and saw him getting hooked at half time. Gomez came on in his place and was just as poor. Again, kind of showing that what we saw against Brentford a few weeks ago when he was so good, kind of more of a flash in the pan. And I think he struggled at Newcastle and he struggled again here at Southampton. So yeah, it's frustrating. It's quite hard to pick stuff out because, like I say, it's exactly the same players that went out there and absolutely bossed it and played Leeds off the park last weekend. And yet today we were just, if it wasn't for Jordan Pickford, it could have been a much heavier scoreline. I think if we're being honest, we were quite lucky to keep it down to 2-0. They had at least 10 shots on target, if not more. We failed to register a single one. The simple matter is that, if you do that, you're not going to win games if you don't get shots on target. So it is really as simple as that when you put it like that. It's just really hard to know what to think. It's a ground we always seem to struggle at. And you think after last week that maybe we can kick on now and maybe get even a draw, anything like that, just anything to just get some more points on the board with City coming up in a week's time. But no, it's another defeat and another cause for concern. And what's more to the point, of course, with Burnley and Newcastle and Watford, all the teams around us that in that fight, they're all picking up points around us. Watford and Burnley got wins. Newcastle got a draw at West Ham. So and you think after all of those wins, we'll be all right. Beat Leeds, play absolutely brilliantly. Almost certainly our best performance of the season. You think, we'll be all right. Lampard's got it going and that, but then another result like this, and suddenly you start to panic again, and you start to look behind your shoulder, and it is slightly knee-jerk. We probably shouldn't feel as confident as we do after wins, and maybe we shouldn't panic as much as a lot of us are now. But the fact of the matter is, we're still not out the woods, and it's probably going to take a while, if we do get there, for us to actually start to feel safe, and it'll only be those last couple of games, maybe, even if we're lucky. It could genuinely be taken to the last day, and it could still happen. There's no ruling it out. There is definitely still a threat there, and it's performances like that just make you feel maybe we really will go down, because just nothing seemed to change. We started quite well. It's worth noting, I think we should have got a penalty in the early stages when that was made. Almost certain the ball struck his hand. VAR looked at it for over a minute, and that was that. Don't know why the referee didn't go over to the monitor or anything like that. Must have been told in his ear that, oh, maybe not, but I don't know where they've got that from. Looked like a penalty to me. You wouldn't have too many complaints if it had gone the other way and say it was, I don't know, Van der Beek who'd done that. The guy stuck his arm out. It looked deliberate to me. But, you can't really make excuses. Even if we got that penalty, we didn't have another shot on target in the game and they scored twice. So, yeah, and it's obviously it's not as simple as that, but we still wouldn't have got any points anyway. So, yeah, there's no point blaming anything else other than ourselves. A really poor performance from pretty much everyone apart from Pickford. I think Pickford can hold his head up high. He was excellent, and he had such an erratic defence in front of him, and that's clearly going to be a problem. We always knew it was going to be, but clean sheet against Leeds the week before, and you start to think, oh, maybe we'll be all right. But no, without a defensive midfielder shielding them, and even anything like we had a lot of players behind the ball, and even so, they were just running rings around us, and we were just running about like headless chickens. First goal in particular, I don't know what the hell we were doing. Gomez isn't strong enough on the ball. Kenny gets drawn out, and it's poor all around from everyone. There will almost certainly be some people saying Pickford should have saved that, but no, come on. If the defence has got to do a job first and foremost, and they don't do it, and Pickford, like, it's unlucky. It's at his near post. He doesn't know which way the guy's going to go because he had so much time to pick his spot, and it's just not good enough. Not Pickford's fault. He as I say, he's the only one who can hold his head up high out of those performances today. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty much me. Not really too much else to say. City in a week's time. Not looking forward to that. If we play anything like that, it could be a cricket score. I'd like to hope that Vorkas Goodison might be able to get something out of the game, but the fans can only do so much. At the end of the day, it's the players that are paid to go out there and do the job. They didn't do it today, and against easily the best side in England, your hopes aren't high, are they? Let's be honest. So it's I don't know what it is about the away form. Like I say, I think we should have gone with a different system today, and I hope Lampard learns from that and learns that something that works at home won't necessarily work away. I think we kind of suited the system we played against Leeds, but at home and like with like the fans behind us. But I think you've got to be a bit more compact in the midfield because when you're away and when you've got the home crowd against you. So I think hopefully we'll learn from that, and fingers crossed that it's a kind of tougher run of fixtures coming up, but fingers crossed we can get some of the points we desperately need out of them because it's another missed opportunity today at a ground that we just never seem to do too well at. So that's me, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more Toffee Blues content, and I'll see you in the next one.